Hey guys, it's Kristen at Decorator's Warehouse, and today I am here to take you on a fanciful adventure full of sweet treats and culinary confections with our Santa Sweet Shop tree. Here at Decorator's Warehouse, we think decorating should be easy, and we know that it's very overwhelming, which is why we've come up with a 4-step process made to simplify the whole decorating process for you. All right, let's get started on our Santa Sweet Shop tree. This is one of our bundles. Our bundles are packages where you can get everything that you see, not including the tree, all the decor shipped to your house. We walk you through how to use the pieces so you can attain this look at home too. So these are available on our website, decoratorswarehouse.com. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first step of our 4-step process is our tree topper. So think of it like the hat. You don't want to have a tree that's completely decked out and then just have nothing at the top. So this creates polish, gives it a finished and professional look. And toppers can be as elaborate or as simple as you want. This one is kind of somewhere in between. So I'm going to use 3 different sprays for this one. This is a 9-foot tree. I'm using 3 of each. If you like a fuller topper, maybe go to 5 or 6 of each. But I have 3 different colors, and I'm going to alternate these, and then I'm going to kind of top it with some florals. So let's start with our biggest, bulkiest piece, which would be this one. And I'm going to place each of these before going on to the next one. So first thing I want to do is kind of open it up. And then I'm going to run this along the stem, placing one here and one on each side. And then I'm going to wrap a branch around it to hold it in place. All right, so once your topper's kind of placed, I like to come in with a couple flowers, and these are gonna kind of go right at the base of the topper. That'll transition us into the rest of the tree. So I've got these, I love them. They have sprinkles on them, they're so fun. And then I wanted to go with a different color, so one of the main colors in this theme, this green one, we're gonna use these 2. We'll also use them a little bit later on when I talk about the floral clusters. So I'll start with this one. I'm gonna angle the head out, and then I'm just gonna run this, here along the base. And if you need support, you can always come in with the greenery and wrap it to hold it in place. And then same with this one, I'm gonna place it a little bit higher up, so again, a bend and straight down. I have 2 more of each of these. I'm gonna do it on each side. On a 7.5 foot, you're probably gonna wanna do this twice. All right, the second step is our ribbon. I love ribbon. I think it makes a huge impact on the tree. So I usually will layer 2 different ribbons, something maybe a little more patterned, and then something that's solid with a very subtle pattern. If you are purchasing the bundle, we're still waiting on our ribbon to come in. So you're gonna get a little bit different option in the package, but I think you're gonna like it even more. So you'll get this in a 4-inch. My preference is actually 4-inch, so I think you're gonna love that. And then you're gonna get similar color, but a little different style in this. That'll be on the back layer, and this will be the top. Let's go ahead and get started with the ribbon. The trick with the ribbon is to actually cut the ribbon. So we work in series of loops and tails, and then making cuts every few loops. I'm starting with a diagonal cut across both ribbons. And then we are gonna make almost like a little small bow. So leave a tail, and then you're gonna go right into a loop. You're gonna pinch that together. And then you wanna make a hard twist like that. So that brings that good side forward. And you're gonna make another loop here. So you can pull them up, check that they're the same size, which they are. And then I'm gonna just put this right here at the base of my topper. I'm gonna kind of run my hand to create some body there. So this is gonna be my first loop, and I'm gonna come into the branches, tuck it, and wrap it around to hold it in place. So see, you don't want it flat, roll it out to give it body. And then instead of starting right directly below it, we're gonna pull it to the side a little bit and go in with a second loop. Then I'm gonna cut a tail. Okay, so as you can see, I've got 2 series of loops here. This one I'm gonna add just a little small loop right at the top of my continuation. So I've got a tail, a loop, and a twist. So that's gonna just kind of start off my series of loops. And you can add these like little decorative ones anywhere that you want. You can do it, you know, in the middle of your loops, at the bottom, at the top, really, you know, wherever you want to give it some interest. All right, we are done with the ribbon, and as you can see right now, it looks kind of sparse just because we don't have anything else on the tree. So this next step is where it really starts to take shape. I did want to point out this, so if you have, you know, small pieces of ribbon towards the end, or maybe you have a small area of the tree where you can't do a longer series of loops, this is just a simple, it's one loop and tails, so that's good to just kind of fill in holes and to put some color in that area. So if you have smaller sections, you can do that, or you can even cut a length of ribbon as a tail and just attach it in and twist. All right, now we're gonna start with our layer 3, which is our floral and spray layer. I do love this layer because it really starts to fill in. So for our floral clusters, we're gonna use these fun sprays and then these florals, same ones that we used in the topper. So I'm gonna start with this white spray. This is gonna be my base. And I'm just gonna kind of open it up. Set that here for a second. And then the pink one, when it comes to you, it's gonna look a little bit flat. So you might just twist them around your finger to give them a little bit of shape there. Okay, that's better. Now we're gonna almost marry these two. So I'm gonna lay this on top. Oops. Pull some forward and some back. And then I'm gonna come in with my flowers. So I've got a green one. We're gonna lay it straight on top and angle the head out. And then with the sprinkle one, same thing, lay the stem along the others and angle the head out. So you can see one's kind of up on this way and this one's facing this direction. Now, if you want, I like to put mine together. So every year I can just pull them out, they're ready to go, but you don't have to. If you'd rather just leave them individual, that's fine as well. If you do want them together, you're gonna take one of your stems and twist it around like this. And that's gonna hold everything in place. You might have to adjust it a little bit. But there we go. So now what I'm gonna do is fold this in half since it's so long. And I'm just gonna start near the top, slide it along the branch, wrap the greenery around it to hold it in place. And then I'm gonna zigzag through the tree, placing all of my clusters. Okay, once all my clusters are placed kind of in that zigzag formation around the tree, I'm gonna use some single stem flowers. So these are just gonna be placed individually. I have 3 styles of single stem flowers on this tree, and I'm gonna be using 9 of each one. So again, that kind of 1 per foot rule of thumb. And then also, if you're not using sprays on your tree, they're life-changing. So this is your cue to go get some. But we're gonna use 4 different styles of single stem sprays. They'll run kind of up the branch. And these give your tree texture and all of the interest, and they really bring it to life. So we've got a really cute sprinkle donut. We have a cute little cake pop with sprinkles, and then these fun, see how they're just kind of branchy and airy? It really just brings some life to your tree. So now I'm just gonna place all of those individual components in between where I've placed the clusters and anywhere that I see spaces. You can see it's taken so much shape now. So we're ready for our last layer, which is the ornaments. And the ornaments are mainly intended to just create some interest, but also to fill in gaps. So I like to use a variety of balls. You want different textures, different sizes, different colors. So as you can see, I've got just solid white. I have this cute sprinkle one, this sugared ball, and then a couple different shapes here. And then I'm also gonna add in some fun little confectionery treats. So let's start with the balls. I like to start with my biggest ones. And for the balls, basically what I'm doing is just kind of shoving them deep into the tree. If you want a little more support, use the string. I just shove them in there. But we're gonna fill in the base of the tree with the balls, and then we'll come in with the more specialized ones on the end. Thank you so much for joining us today. That wraps up our Sweet Shop bundle with the 4-step process. If you loved everything that you saw here today, be sure to hop over to decoratorswarehouse.com and check out all of our bundle packages. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, and Instagram.